On December the 7th, 2016, I made a video concerning what was happening as far as the rebuilding of a third temple that was prophesied in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. And I was really surprised. On Google Maps, they actually put the third temple. It hasn't been built yet, but they actually put the third temple on Google Maps. And I was showing the people at my YouTube channel exactly how you can go and see the third temple on Google Maps, because for all these years, Google Maps did not put the temple on this area. And I was given instructions of how you would do it. So I'm going to go through those instructions, and then I'm going to show you what's happened in a very short period of time after this third temple was placed on Google Maps. I want to thank everybody that has stayed with me so far in this length of the video, because now I'm going to show you why I made this video, because I think that this is extremely important, and maybe a lot of people have missed this. And it has to do with Google Maps. And what you're looking at here is, in fact, Google Map. And we're going to show you through the help of my assistant, Amy Naomi. And of course, there's a question to be asked that we will ask a little bit further into this video, so please stay with me. But anybody who's been on Google Maps and they want to focus in on Jerusalem, recently all you would see is the Dome of the Rock there, the Islamic holy shrine on the Temple Mount. You wouldn't see anything else on there. You wouldn't see a third temple except for in that area in East Jerusalem, in that holy city, the Dome of the Rock. But recently, things have changed and Google Maps was updated. And now, this is what I want to show you. If you take a ride on Google Map, and this is why I have my assistant, because she's going to show you exactly how you can see what I'm seeing. Now, even before I go there, I just want to ask you a question. Why do you suppose that all of a sudden, on the Temple Mount, where we see no third temple, why would Google Map all of a sudden designate the third temple on the same area as the Dome of the Rock? That's the question to ask. Do they know something? Is it a projection of the future? Is that why it happened? Now, if you don't believe it, let me show you what I was just shown, to be able to go in and to see what Amy saw, and now hopefully so many other people are going to be seeing. Amy, thanks for being on board with me today.
Hi, Frank.
What I'd like to do is I'm going to go back.
Okay.
We've been on Google Maps, okay? You showed me how to get there, and once we're there, this is what it looks like, all right? So this is the temple, the third temple that is shown on Google Maps. It wasn't on Google Maps until recently, but it is on there now, and this is what the temple looks like right here. That's a pretty cool view of it in the round. So what I'm going to do is back out of here, and we'll show you how you can connect to the Google Maps so that you can focus in and see it for yourself. So the first thing we did is we went to Firefox and we went to Google search, and now we're going to type in Jerusalem. And you'll see that the maps comes up, and here's Jerusalem. And now on the right hand side, you'll see the plus mark. We're going to click this, and it's going to bring us closer into Jerusalem. And once you put the cursor down on the picture, you could actually move that as you hold down your mouse, so you can move the map around. And we're going to do it again. Get closer. There's the Western Wall, and as it came in, we came to the Temple Mount. So again, we're going to get closer. And now you saw, here's the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And now we came to the temple, okay? There's the temple. And from here, what you're going to do, on the bottom left, you'll see Earth. Click the Earth, And then you'll see the Dome of the Rock, the Temple Mount right there. And we're going to get closer. You're going to have to move it, get a little bit closer. So that's the Temple Mount. We're going to hit this little guy. This will give you the street view. And just wait a second and you'll see some blue dots that show up. The one that we want, when you put your cursor on it, is right here. Because here's the Dome of the Rock, and this is where Google Maps has put the temple, the Jewish temple. So once you click the street view, you'll see the temple. You just hold your cursor down on the picture and it will show you around the courtyard there. Just spin it around, and this is the third temple. So at this point, one of the major questions asked right now is, before June of 2016, there wasn't any third temple updated on Google Maps. But all of a sudden, the Temple Mount is showing up, and on that Temple Mount is the Jewish temple, the third temple that was prophesied by Jesus in Daniel. So why all of a sudden does it appear now in our generation in an updated map from Google? Is it possible that they know something and they given foreknowledge, and because of their knowledge of knowing what's going to happen, they've already placed a temple on the Temple Mount that we know is going to come anyway because we read the prophecies in the Bible? At this point, only God knows. But what we do know is, for the first time in an updated map, the temple shows up. So the video that you just saw again was December the 7th of 2016. Now, only about a week later, Google Maps took off the temple that they put on Google Maps. No explanation has been given why they deleted it off the maps when they put it on, after not being on for so many years. So you can follow the same procedure that I showed you on the first video from December the 7th, 2016, and you will come again to the Temple Mount area. And then when you come down to the little guy on the right-hand corner on the bottom, just click that, and you'll see that the same dots come up again. And this is the dot that held the third temple. Now watch what happens when you click this dot. It brings you in to the Dome of the Rock. It doesn't bring you in to the third temple. Now, what I'm about to tell you is only speculation. But is it possible that there were a lot of Muslims who went to Google Maps and they saw that this dot now, instead of representing the Dome of the Rock inside, was representing the Jewish third temple, and possibly they got irate? They possibly could even have threatened Google Maps. And so instead of seeing the third temple, you get the Dome of the Rock. Now, since this area is one of the most contested areas in the world, it is very possible that the Arabs wanted it off, and Google, whatever the reason, they took it down. But be assured, whether they removed it and we see this Dome of the Rock, the day is coming where people will be walking inside the third temple that will be built.